Welcome, dear. Today we begin a session about environment and ecology. Today we'll begin with the term environment. Let's get definition of term environment. Environment means sum total of biotic and abiotic components. Whenever we talk of environment, we come across biotic and abiotic components. जब भी हम एनवायरनमेंट के बारे में बात करते हैं इन सिंपल टर्म्स वी से एनवायरनमेंट और द सराउंडिंग्स environment or the surroundings which surround an organism. Organism is the central theme of the environment. Whenever we take a look at a place where we live, we come across with many things. There are living as well as non-living things living in our environment. This living and non-living thing, these comprise of biotic and abiotic components. You see, there are plants, big and gigantic plants and gigantic trees like we have chinar trees in our Kashmir Valley. We have other big trees in other parts of India and the world. Apart from that, we have abiotic components like we have soil, we have rocks. These are also the important component of our environment. The sum total of both the biotic and abiotic components form environment. Environment is the basic life sustaining system. Without environment, we can't be able to grow. It influences the organism, his growth, his metabolic activities, his food, whatever he eats, his way of dressing, clothing, the houses we make, the type of houses, it is influenced by the environment. We can say, in other words, environment comprise of various things. These can be physical things, biological things, social things, political things, as well as economic things. If we broadly see environment, environment has certain things. These are physical, we have physical environment, we have biological environment, we have economic environment, we have social environment, and we have political environment. So we can say environment is the basic life supporting system that influences our living, and whatever we do, it is influenced by the environment. Environment is the life influencer, we can say. So environment has different components, as you know. If we look at the physical environment now, in physical environment, we have lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Let us take a look firstly at lithosphere. What is lithosphere? As we know it right from the beginning, that lithosphere comprises of the two words lithos and sphere. And you know, lithos means rock, or we can say land, and sphere means surface. So we can say lithosphere is the land surface. It is the land surface. Lithosphere comprises of land. Whenever we talk about land, it's not only soil, that's part of lithosphere. Apart from that, we have mountains, we have plateaus. These are also the part of the lithosphere. Lithosphere is the big valid sphere comprising of land. And you might have heard about this that you see the soil is being formed when rocks get weathered. The weathering can take place due to physical or chemical or biological agents. They break down the rocks and ultimately rocks get converted into soil. That's why whenever we talk about lithosphere, it comprises of land. And in land, rocks also are the part of this. And the second sphere is hydrosphere. Hydro means water and sphere means surface. We can call it water surface. It's also important as you take a look at the map above me. It comprises mostly of the water bodies. We have oceans, and recently another ocean has been found. If we take a look at these oceans, we have here we have Arctic Ocean, then we have North Atlantic Ocean, we have South Atlantic Ocean, we have Pacific Ocean. Broadly, there are the four big oceans. Hydrosphere comprises of water sphere. That's oceans. We have seas. We have lakes. We have lagoons. We have ponds. We have many rivers. So many rivers are in India. Apart from that, we have underground water aquifers and glaciers. They are the part of hydrosphere. And water is really essential for survival of life. That's why it is essential component of environment. Then we have atmosphere. Atmosphere is the sphere of gases. There are so many gases in environment, and all those gases comprise atmosphere. If we take a look at the composition of atmosphere, there are many gases like nitrogen, it's the dominant gas, 78%, followed by oxygen, that is 21%, then carbon dioxide, 0.03%. Apart from that, there are traces of other gases like argon, neon, propane, xenon. Apart from that, there are water vapors and pollen grains and other dust particles. They comprise atmosphere. Then, in the later lessons, we'll take a look at lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. One by one, we'll deeply try to study them. Here I can tell you, atmosphere comprises of various layers, like we have troposphere, stratosphere. That's really important. It comprises of ozone, and we'll also take a look at that thing. Troposphere, stratosphere, then we have mesosphere, then we have thermosphere, then we have ionosphere, exosphere, or we can call it homosphere. This is a part of atmosphere. Beyond that, we have biosphere. Biosphere comprises of the narrow zone. It's bio means life. It is sphere of life. It comprises of the narrow zone where all the three, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere, they interact. When they interact, they form biosphere. And biosphere plays an essential role in a life because biosphere comprises of all these things, that is lithosphere land, hydrosphere water, and atmosphere, that is air. When all these things combine together, they form different biogeochemical cycles, water cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle, oxygen cycle, rock cycle. All these things take place in biosphere. Biosphere plays an essential role. Biosphere is important for the life. It is the sphere where you see the life forms. And whenever we talk about environment, It is the basic life supporting system. And inshallah, in the next lesson, we are going to study about environmental pollution. When any change takes place in these four spheres, you know, change is important, but whenever any unwanted change, or we can say deleterious change, that's harmful change, takes place in all the four spheres, it becomes totally destructive for the whole humanity, for the whole earth. In the next lesson, we are going to study about environmental pollution. And never forget to subscribe my channel for further updates. Hope to see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.